Greetings and welcome back to my channel. This video is about synchronicity as per a request by a viewer. So I want to talk about synchronicity in relationship to your awakening, because these two are really intricately tied, and it's really fun to bring in the yogic perspective and the chakra perspective to synchronicity and what's happening. So what is synchronicity? Well, synchronicity is when some seemingly magical things just pop up or align, right? You're thinking about something and they call, or that thing happens, or you were just talking about this thing and now you go to a place and now they're talking about it. Synchronicity are these seemingly magical alignment moments. Now, I always look at these as clues or markers from the universe saying you are in alignment. You are in alignment with your fate, with your flow, with your destiny, and they're kind of like cheering points from the universe. In the yogic perspective and in the awakening journey, you could also look at them as alignments when your life force just happens to be flowing just right. They say it takes a positive and a negative polarity to cancel each other out and open up a new reality. So in a way, it's when you've integrated a certain principle, or you're in a state of integration, you've just gone through an initiation, or you're just about to, and that synchronicity just kind of bumps you up. It makes you kind of like excited. It jolts you with a frequency that, makes you go, wow. Wow, there's those triple digit numbers again. Or I've had a couple really fun ones lately. It seems like my alignment is such that whatever I'm talking about, thinking about, or doing right before dinner, when we've been having this, calendar of jokes read that was a gift from Christmas, so it's 365 jokes, right? So every day at dinner we open it up and we read the next joke. Well, on Valentine's Day, I made a quiche, and I haven't looked ahead at the jokes, but that joke just happened to say the perfect Valentine meal was hugs and quiches. And I just made a quiche. I never make quiche. It was like the craziest thing, like boom, synchronicity. And in that moment, like joy was sparked, right? And there was like an opening in me that allowed whatever feeling I was having to go to the next level, or to allow me to transcend, let's say, a previous feeling that I was having. And then it happened again where conversations were about such and such just before dinner, and then opening the joke book and those same exact subjects were in the joke book. So this is where I kind of think of it as a cosmic giggle. The universe hears us and is mirroring back that we are being heard, that we are in fact in process. Our awakening journey is on par, it's on course, and we're actually in the evolutionary leaps, if you will. Now, sometimes our journey takes us backwards a little. Sometimes we have to go and de-evolve, it seems. They seem to be inertia moments or backward moments. But if you can think about the awakening journey as this up and down ride of the waves, and sometimes it does kind of come down before it goes up, that we're not off course when we seem to go back a little bit, but these synchronicities seem to show us that no matter what's going on, it's still within the cosmic flow. We are still on track. So if we're not really seeing synchronicities, then maybe there's a little bit more surrendering to do, a little bit more allowing to do, to get ourselves back in that place where we can really feel and sink in. Now, at the time that I'm recording this, it is mid to end February of 2024. There are 7 planets that are moving through the last 2 signs of the zodiac. So Aquarius, Pisces is kind of stacked with most of our planets. So there is this heavy energy toward the spiritual, toward the, more mystical, as these are the more mystical out there, consciousness expanding signs. So we have sort of like a special vibe right now, a special opportunity to surrender to and see these more synchronicities in our lives than maybe at other times. So it's kind of a cool time to observe the things that are popping up for you. And you know, sometimes synchronicity at first doesn't seem like it's lining up for you. Let me give you an example. So I've been trying to schedule these floats. You know, they're like deprivation tanks, and you float. And I was excited to schedule them last week, and I purchased it, and I was like, okay, where's the schedule? And I was hoping to go that day, and there wasn't anything that day. And so then I've been trying to call and schedule it and to go with a friend of mine, and it just hasn't seemed to align. It hasn't seemed to align. It hasn't seemed to align. They booked us out for a day. They were actually closed, and it seemed like things just weren't going right? And you would think, this is not synchronicity. But then, you know, like what happened is I was a little bummed, and I said, you know, I'm probably not going to come and float with you guys because this just doesn't seem to be lining up, and it's really discouraging. So word got back to their manager. Their manager called me and said, we're really, really sorry about this. We'd like to offer you another float complimentary. And so as I sat with this, and I was thinking, and they said, we're open, we're free tonight if you want to come and float tonight. And I wasn't thinking about floating tonight, but now that the opportunity has arisen, it feels like that might be this mystical synchronicity that the universe was trying to give me through the avenue of these seemingly misaligned things. And so now when I look back at them, I think those actually were synchronistic moments. And it took me kind of getting frustrated and detaching and going, forget it, for the real synchronicity to show itself. So sometimes, especially with so much Piscean energy as we are in right now with the sun, if you're watching this current, that energy is a lot of like unknown or surprise or secrets that the universe is trying to give us. So sometimes we can't align the synchronicities. We can't make them happen, especially with a lot of Aquarius, Pisces. Even if we want to, we kind of just have to see what the universe has in store for us. So if you can do that, you're also not trying to dictate what chakra you're clearing out or what situations you are deciding to have, but rather you're surrendering to what the universe is offering you, and then you get to find the synchronicity in that. Well, that's exactly what I needed. And a lot of times that's not till after the fact. So whatever's going on, I encourage you to just take a step back today and look at how maybe things are aligning. Maybe it is a synchronicity and you just didn't see it. Thank you for joining me. I'm sending you lots of love. May the synchronicities abound. May you have the vision to see so. Remember that third eye is all about witnessing. So taking a step back, maybe do a few Om sounds, gazing at the third eye, and we'll see you next time. Namaste.